What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Look But Don't Touch Industries. I'm Josh, and today we're going to be going to Barrett Jackson. It's the last day, so make sure you guys stick around because you never know what you might see.
Right now we're walking into the show. This is the 53rd annual Barrett Jackson event. Apparently Barrett Jackson was founded here in Scottsdale, Arizona back in the early 70s. So that's why this show is considered their flagship event. Right off the bat we have a really interesting car. This is a Karma Kavea. It's an electric car with 1,180 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of 3 seconds. Over here we have the Radical AZ and Apex Motor Club booth. Radical AZ makes these awesome motorsports race cars, and Apex Motor Club is a group that you can join to participate in races and use their private racetrack. This is pretty neat. It looks like a Gladiator chassis and drivetrain. This is not something you see every day. Here's a pretty slick Dodge Challenger Hellcat painted in octane red. We are currently walking past the Chevrolet booth. Looks like there's a few C8 Corvettes, but let's keep walking and make our way over to the main event area. We finally made it into the main tent. This is typically where all the crazy stuff is parked. Let's check everything out.
This was originally Donald Trump's 1997 Lamborghini Diablo VT Roadster. It has a 5.7 liter V12 engine making 492 horsepower paired with a 5-speed manual transmission. This is the only one painted in the blue Le Mans paint color. Next up we have the 1958 Packard Custom Sportster. I actually really like the lavender paint job and the pearl white finishes. This 1970 Plymouth Cuda was previously owned by Nicolas Cage. It has a 426 Hemi engine and a 4-speed manual transmission. And next up we have a 1972 Ferrari 365 GTB Spider. Next in the row we have a 1936 Bugatti Type 57 Stelvio. After all this time, it even retained a bunch of original parts, including its engine and transmission. This is a 1937 Mercedes-Benz 540K Special Roadster, but I think this thing looks super cool. Right here we have the 1954 Rolls-Royce Silver Wraith. I don't think I'm a big fan of the pattern on the side. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Next we have the 1933 Packard Straight 8 Coupe Roadster. Then we have the 1920 Packard Twin 6 transformable town car. Some of these older cars are really cool to see. It's not often you would see one of these in your everyday life. Right here's the 1940 Lazuli 52 Special Convertible. And then lastly we have a 1940 Cadillac Series 76 town car. At the front, we have a 2015 Porsche 918, which sold for $1.78 million, a 1956 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing, selling at a staggering price of $3.4 million. And then lastly, we have a 2018 Bugatti Chiron that had a final auction price of $2.97 million. Here's a better look at the Bugatti Chiron. The complete blue carbon fiber body is super impressive. As we head down the line, we have a beautiful bright yellow 2005 Porsche Carrera GT. Next is a 2017 Dodge Viper ACR Extreme. Here we have a 2023 Ferrari SF90 Stradale, a 2017 Ferrari F12 TDF. This thing's pretty cool. Then we have a 2023 Audi R8 GT. Looks pretty cool how it's all blacked out. So far, this lineup's been insane. Next in the row, we have a Maserati MC20. We're getting into a couple Fords over here. It looks like a 2005 Ford GT. I really like the red and the white stripes. I think this is definitely one of the better color combinations in my opinion. And then next to it, we have a Ford GT. It's a 2006, but this time it's in yellow and black. And then to finish out the row, we have a 2019 Ford GT. This is the latest generation. And now let me know in the comments, do you prefer the old or the new? Let's go make our way down this other side and then we can go check out some classics. Here's a better look at the Porsche 918 painted in acid green. They have some pretty special stuff over here. First up in the line, we have a 2018 Ferrari 488 Challenge. It's got a ton of upgrades on it, making it no longer street legal. Then we have two Lexus LFAs parked next to each other. There were only 500 of these cars built. This specific color is called Absolute Red. Next to it is a special LFA. It is an LFA Nürburgring. It's just one of 64 examples that came with this package. Of course, I'm a huge Porsche guy, and I definitely love the GT2 RS. Then we have a Porsche 911 Speedster.
And then it looks like we have another GT2 RS, just in a different colorway. Looks like we're getting to the end of the row. We have just 2 cars left. This right here is a Lamborghini Huracan Performante. And then lastly, my favorite car from this side, it is a 1988 Lamborghini Countach 5000 QV. This specific example has the optional V-shaped rear wing on it as well. It sold for $621,000. Let's keep moving throughout the show.
I would take that Lamborghini Diablo and the Countach all day long.
This is such a beautiful 1958 Corvette convertible. This one is powered by a 2023 LT1 direct injected 6.2 liter V8 engine and an automatic transmission. Behind it is a 1967 Corvette, and of course it's a convertible as well. This is also a resto mod, powered by an LS3 V8 engine, and it also has the same 4L70E automatic transmission as the first one. Over here in the corner, we have 3 1970 Plymouth Hemi Superbirds. I just love the look of these cars. The long nose and the oversized wing is just simply awesome to me. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but this is on my dream list of cars that I would love to have someday. I think we must have found the row of Mustangs, and what we have looks to be a 1967 GT500 Fastback. Then lastly in the row, we have a 1965 GT350. This is a 1969 Daytona yellow Yenko Camaro, selling for $330,000. Next is a 1971 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. This car sold for a whopping $577,000. Next is a 1970 Mustang Boss 429, painted in grabber green, selling for $286,000. Lastly is a 1969 Camaro ZL1, selling for $495,000. Check out this Mustang on the lift. I will definitely be needing a lift in my garage someday to make it easier to work on my future project cars. I wasn't expecting to see one of these. This is a Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport that the owner calls Hellbug. Over here we have a couple nicely restored Ford Broncos. I really love how the second one has its grille painted white. My girlfriend always mentions she would love to own a classic 1960s Bronco someday. To finish up this short row is an orange 1970 Boss 302 Mustang. Over here we have a herd of wild Shelby Cobras. 3 of them in a row is pretty neat to see. Then to end the Cobra lineup is a Porsche 356 Speedster. I don't mean to be rude, but that thing kind of sounds like a lawnmower. Check this thing out. It's a 2009 AM General Military Humvee turned into a 6x6 powered by a 6.2 liter V8 Hellcat engine and an automatic transmission. I'm not really sure who bought this, but apparently it sold for a staggering $825,000.
I think what's really cool about coming in on a Sunday is you get to see all the auction prices and see what the cars all sold for. It's pretty cool.
Here is the last little area we are going to be checking out. Starting this small row, we have a black 1957 Chevy Bel Air, then a 1971 Oldsmobile 442. Next to that is a pretty neat looking black and white Mustang. And then lastly is a blacked out 1969 Camaro RS convertible. I'm not 100% sure what kind of car this is, but I love the detail that went into it. Comment down below if you know what kind of car this is. I'd love to know. The engine bay of this Mustang is extremely clean. I love the blue, black, and silver theme going on here. You can tell a lot of work went into this because every portion of this car looks custom. Last but not least, this is Sammy Hagar's 2015 Ferrari LaFerrari. This is a 6.3 liter V12 engine combined with an electric motor, giving it 949 horsepower and a top speed of 217 miles an hour. This thing isn't even being sold until the Scottsdale October event that they're hosting later this year. We just walked over to check out the last bit of the auction being held today. I have no idea how those auctioneers can talk so quickly.
Overall, that was a really awesome event, and we'll definitely be coming back in October when they host another one.
If you enjoyed today's video, please smash that like and subscribe button. We have a great video and a bunch of shorts you are not going to want to miss out on this upcoming week, as we are going to be attending the Concourse in the Hills event that is hosted in Fountain Hills, Arizona. And as always, I appreciate you guys and I hope you have a fantastic day.